Now come to RNA, that too non-genetic RNA. Nucleic acids are of two types, DNA, RNA. RNA again are of two types, genetic and non-genetic RNA. Genetic RNA is found in few viruses which are called retroviruses. Genetic RNA is found in few viruses which are called retroviruses. Non-genetic RNA are found in all eukaryotic as well as prokaryotic cell, and they help the cell, they help the DNA to work. RNAs are assistant of DNA. RNAs are assistant of DNA which are manufactured by DNA in nucleus if it is a eukaryotic cell. The three types of non-genetic RNA which are found in prokaryotes as well as eukaryotes are shown in the diagram. See, this is a messenger RNA. Messenger RNA, the name is clearly indicating you that it is carrying message from DNA to the cytoplasm for regulating protein synthesis. So, messenger RNA is assistant of DNA carrying message for protein synthesis. Messenger RNA are template for protein synthesis, so they are called template RNA. Ribosomal RNA are found in ribosome. See, this is a smaller subunit of ribosome. This is larger subunit of ribosome. They are associated during the process of protein synthesis. Ribosome is chemically made up of proteins and the RNAs. We'll discuss this in detail. Just remember here, ribosomal RNA are rRNA which are present in ribosome, hence called as ribosomal RNA. Their main function is to hold mRNA in a proper way so that in the process of protein synthesis, it can be read by tRNA in a proper way. This one, which is clover leaf-like, or it is hairpin model. Two structures of transfer RNA are explained by the scientist. Clover leaf is widely accepted. Transfer RNA, as name indicates, is transferring the amino acids from cell cytoplasm to site of protein synthesis. Transfer RNA, tRNA, it is also called as adapter molecule. Transfer RNA, tRNA, adapter molecule has two types of structure, clover leaf or hairpin. This is a clover leaf model. It is called transfer RNA because it carries amino acid from cytoplasm to the site of protein synthesis. So these are the three main types of RNAs. Take out your classwork in which we have prepared a chart which explains all the type of non-genetic RNA structure, molecular weight and their functioning. Now let us discuss in detail the structure of mRNA. यही डायग्राम आपके एनसीईआरटी में भी है. ट्रांसक्रिप्शन के प्रोसेस में भी एक mRNA वहां पे ड्रॉ करके बताया है. So let us go for entire detail of mRNA. First of all, mRNA is a linear molecule. It is single-stranded. It is nowhere coiled. Because it is not coiled, there is no base pairing. Not a single nucleotide will pair with its complementary nucleotides. Hence, hydrogen bonds are completely absent. It is just chain of ribonucleotides. You know the chemistry. The ribonucleotide has one ribose sugar, one nitrogen base, one phosphate, and the types of nitrogen base are AUGC. It is a linear molecule. That's why, because of linear structure, it is more reactive and it is not stable as compared to DNA. As it is having ribose sugar in it, which is a polar molecule, towards the fifth carbon of ribose, this is 5' end. ये 5' end क्या रिप्रेजेंट करता है? यहाँ पे जो राइबोन्यूक्लियोटाइड है, इसका फिफ्थ कार्बन ये डायरेक्शन में है, और यहाँ पे जो राइबोन्यूक्लियोटाइड है, उसका एंड 3' end है. So it is a linear molecule. It is not coiled. It doesn't follow base pairing. It doesn't follow Chargaff rule. It is a polar molecule. It is messenger RNA, template RNA, which is synthesized in the nucleus in eukaryotes and in the cytoplasm in prokaryotes. Now look at the distinct colors. This 5' end is with cap. It is called guanosine cap. The heterogeneous nuclear mRNA, which is the primary product of transcription, doesn't have cap. This heterogeneous nuclear mRNA undergoes the process of capping, splicing, tailing, and during the process of capping, this 5' end 7-methyl guanosine cap is added. I repeat, 7-methyl guanosine cap is added. Capping is making the mRNA less reactive and protects it from enzymatic degradation in cell cytoplasm. Along with that, cap helps in binding mRNA with ribosome during the process of protein synthesis. कैप के दो फंक्शन हैं, mRNA को प्रोटेक्ट करना, एंजाइम के डिग्रेडेशन से बचाना, और ट्रांसलेशन के दरमियान ये राइबोसोम को अटैच करने में मदद करता है. आफ्टर 5' end कैप, ये ऑरेंज कलर का, देयर इज UTR, it is 5' UTR, that is untranslated region, which is towards the 5, so it is UTR. Now here lies start, that is initiation codon, which is always AUG, which codes for methionine in eukaryote and formyl methionine in prokaryote. And here lies entire sequence of nucleotides which are written, which are synthesized under regulation of DNA, and the sequence of nucleotide in this green region is very important, and it is determining the sequence of nucleotide. 3 nucleotides, successive 3 nucleotide present here make up a codon, and one codon code for one amino acid. So obviously sequence of amino acid on the mRNA regulates sequence of amino acid. Sequence of codon on mRNA regulates sequence of amino acid. Then here is stop codon. 3 type of stop codons are there. It is UAA, UGA, UAG. They are always at 3' end. Then again this red color 3' UTR region comes, and the last one is poly A tel. नाम को हमेशा नाम की तरफ as biology में देखना ही है. It is made up of many adenine nucleotides, so it is poly A tel towards the 3' end. It is also helping in protection of mRNA, as well as it helps in transportation from the nucleoplasm to cytoplasm. So here are the highlights of mRNA. जो आपके पास नहीं है वो लिख लो. mRNA, messenger RNA, template RNA. Its percentage in the cell is 2.5. It is synthesized on exon DNA, on exon of DNA, and the strand on which it is synthesized is called antisense or non-coding strand. Instructions are in a sequence of 3 nitrogen bases, which is a triplet codon. mRNA is very short-lived. Its lifespan is short and died after few translations. Hence, its turnover is high. ये शब्द समझ लो. Turnover मतलब ये बनता है, ट्रांसलेशन करता है, प्रोटीन बनाता है, फिर मर जाता है. So it's turnover, बनने का, मरने का. Okay, ये turnover का प्रोसेस रैपिड है. At 5' end, it is having methyl guanosine cap for the attachment of ribosome, and it protects the mRNA from enzymatic degradation. No cap is found in bacterial mRNA. बैक्टीरिया में जब ट्रांसक्रिप्शन होता है तो कैपिंग, स्प्लाइसिंग, टेलिंग नहीं होता. कैपिंग, स्प्लाइसिंग, टेलिंग नहीं होता, लेकिन यूकैरियोट्स में होता है. We have discussed the diagram, and now there are 2 types of mRNAs, monocistronic and polycistronic. Monocistronic RNA are very common in eukaryote. They translate only one type of protein for n number of times. Polycistronic are common in prokaryote. They transcribe many type of proteins. n number of times. So these are the structural and functional related points of mRNA. This is structure of ribosomal RNA. आपने 11th में ये राइबोसोम का स्ट्रक्चर देखा है, वो आपको थोड़ा सा याद करना है. This is smaller subunit, this is larger subunit. Imagine three-dimensional structure. There is a groove between smaller subunit and larger subunit through which the mRNA passes. You know, as I told you, that this movement of the mRNA and ribosome is like a cable car. This is mRNA, smaller subunit, larger subunit. It will move along the mRNA by reading the codon. Here, the groove present between the two mRNA allows movement of the mRNA. One more thing, look at this larger subunit. It is three-dimensionally folded, and here entire central cavity-like structure present, right? In which the two sites are present for the attachment of tRNA, which are carrying amino acid. So you know there are mainly three sites: EPA, E exit site, A attachment, P peptidal site. P site is common between smaller subunit and larger subunit, and the two sites E and A are completely in the larger subunit of ribosome. This larger subunit is made up of protein as well as these RNAs. This is smaller subunit made up of proteins as well as rRNAs. And when the process of translation occurs, the tRNA get attached to this P and A site that we'll discuss in the process of translation. And the newborn polypeptide, this white beaded chain of amino acid, is synthesized by the process of protein synthesis, and it is protected as well as passed outside from this groove or a cleft through which the protein synthesis is allowing protein to be get synthesized, protection, and it is coming out from this. So this is entire structure of ribosome, which are made up of protein plus rRNAs, and the ribosomal RNAs are single-stranded, irregularly folded, and as they are single-stranded, irregularly folded, don't follow the Chargaff rule, and they are different types present as a structural part of ribosomes, and they help this mRNA to get oriented in a proper way so that tRNA can read the codon and go on adding the proper amino acid. So this is a chain of amino acid which is primary transcript, which is also called primary structure of protein, which will released from this groove, and here it will be processed to become secondary protein, tertiary protein as per requirement of the cell. So these are the different structure related points of ribosomal RNA and its functioning in reference to protein synthesis. So highlights: smaller subunit, larger subunit consist of protein plus rRNAs. rRNAs present in these ribosomes are of different types. rRNAs are single-stranded, irregularly folded, doesn't follow Chargaff rule. rRNAs in the ribosome help in holding the mRNA during the process of protein synthesis. Rest of the points are in reference to ribosome, जो आपने 11th के chapter cell में सीखा है. And details again we'll discuss in the process of translation. See, this is how the complicated structures are. ये बिल्कुल ही आपके सिलेबस में नहीं है, बस आपको एक डेप्थ का अंदाजा आए इसलिए डायग्राम बता रही हूँ. So here are, this diagram is showing two tRNAs along with the ribosomes के proteins in which the rRNAs are embedded, right? So ribosome के साथ A site, P site को attach किए वाले tRNA है, और ribosome is made up of RNA and threads of proteins, right? So जो ribosome के अंदर rRNA है, वो most abundant है, it is 70 to 80%, There are different types of rRNAs. In eukaryote, it is 5S, 28S, 18S, and 5.8S. In prokaryote, it is of three types: 23S, 16S, and 5S type of ribosomal RNAs. Functions of RNA: it binds to protein to form structure of ribosome, right? And 3' end have complementary to cap of mRNA, and it help in holding the 5' end cap of mRNA. राइबोसोमल RNA का 3' end mRNA के 5' end को complementary structure रखता है, and it also helps in binding with tRNAs. So ribosomal RNA are structural component of ribosome and helping in its function. This is tRNA, transfer RNA. Similar diagram is there in NCERT. There are two shapes suggested. This one is cloverleaf model and other is hairpin. Hairpin model अभी आपके बोर्ड के बुक में नहीं है. पहले क्लोवरलीफ और हेयरपिन दोनों भी आपके बोर्ड के बुक में वो डायग्राम थे, तो बोर्ड के लिए दोनों डायग्राम इंपॉर्टेंट है. बस ध्यान में रखो, दिस मॉडल इज क्लोवरलीफ which is visible in secondary structure. It's also called two-dimensional, and the L-shaped structure is visible in three-dimensional view. We'll discuss this in detail, then I'll show you how it appears in tertiary structure, three-dimensional structure, and the L-shaped structure. So this is a cloverleaf model. We have रट्टा the sequence. थोड़ा ओरिएंटेशन पे ध्यान देंगे. हमने ड्रॉ किया वाला डायग्राम का मिरर इमेज ये हो सकता है, तो आपने कैसे ड्रॉ किया वो देख लो. दिस इज 3' end with CCA, which is amino acid carrying R. This is T size C. It is a T size C loop. This is a variable lump. Then this is anticodon loop. This is DHU, and this is 5' G. This is 5' G. So हमने इसी सीक्वेंस से रट्टा मारा था. 3' CCA, T size C, variable, anticodon, DHU, 5' G. This is the structure of tRNA. This main body is called stain, in which paired nitrogen bases are there. This structure is a loop in which unpaired nitrogen bases are there. This is the structure which is explaining functioning of tRNA. Okay. What is function of tRNA? Transfer RNA. It transfers the activated amino acid from cytoplasm to the site of protein synthesis. So it is performing variety of functions. What is first one? It transfers the tRNA. Second, it doesn't carry any amino acid. It carries the specific amino acid. Transfer RNA carries specific amino acid by recognizing the amino acid with the help of DHU arm. DHU arm का काम है specific amino acid को पहचानना और amino acid carrying arm से ये वहां पे site of protein synthesis पे ले जाना. ये DHU arm और amino acid carrying arm के बीच में reaction ATP के presence में होगा और उसके लिए एंजाइम लगता है. इट इज अमाइनो एसिड सिंथेज एंजाइम, right? Then this anticodon loop recognizes the codon which are present on mRNA, and T size C is helping in holding the ribosome when it approaches for the process of protein synthesis. So 3' end CCA recognizes amino acid with the help of amino acid synthase enzyme. Amino acid synthase enzyme recognizes DHU arm and accordingly it adds the specific amino acid to 3' end. So it is amino acid carrying arm. देखो यहाँ पे amino acid बताया है. Amino acids कार्बन का O is bound to the OH group of the end CCA. Right? Then T size C holds the ribosome. This is anticodon loop which helping in recognizing the codon, and this is a site for enzymatic activity. So actually speaking, it has two recognition sites, one for the enzyme, other for the amino acid, and third one is for recognizing the codon present on mRNA. Okay, अब इसके काम के अनुसार इसके नाम है because it adapts between the language of mRNA and language of protein. कोडॉन और अमाइनो एसिड को जोड़ने वाला ये जो एंटीकोडॉन है ये अडेप्टर है between mRNA and language of amino acid, that is language of protein. It is called adapter molecule. It is present in very tiny form, so it is as if it is solubilized in cytoplasm, very difficult to centrifuge, so it is called soluble RNA. So tRNA, transfer RNA, soluble RNA, adapter molecule, and it is also supernatant. Its percentage is around 15% of total RNA present in the cytoplasm. Okay, so along with the structure, remember the characteristic feature, the functions of different RNA. See, this diagram is giving you idea about both the diagrams. Cloverleaf model, which is a two-dimensional, and it is cloverleaf L-shaped, which is a three-dimensional diagram, quaternary structure. In the L shape, two arms are like opposite and intermingled, so it appears like a L-shaped structure. Okay, अभी बाकी मैंने तो आपको पूरा डिटेल समझा ही दिया है. 3' then T side C, anticodon loop, variable, then the DHU and 5'G. So ये हमने सीक्वेंस अच्छे से सीख ही लिया है. ओके, यहाँ पे हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड स्टेम के बीच में रहेगा. लूप में अनपेयर्ड नाइट्रोजन बेसिस है. लूप में अनपेयर्ड नाइट्रोजन बेसिस है. And the tRNA is having 3 loops and 3 arms. 3 loops and 3 arms. DHU arm, anticodon, and T side C. 5', 3' and variable are considered as arms. Or sometimes variable is not considered, so it can be 3 loops and 2 arms. So this is structure of tRNA. Highlights of tRNA, it is also called transfer RNA, soluble RNA, adapter molecule, supernatant. Total percentage 15%. It is smallest tRNA. It is single-stranded and regularly folded. It's three-dimensional, is L-shaped, and cloverleaf is two-shaped. It is having modified nitrogen bases, which are like Psi and DHU, etc. It is having anticodon loop, amino acid binding site, T-side-C loop, amino acid synthase recognition, DHU loop, and the extra arm, that is variable R. ये सब tRNA का complicated structure से related information है. Now come to differences between all the 3 RNAs. आपके क्लास वर्क में वो है, एक बार पढ़ लीजिए and then update it according to our discussion. See the differences between mRNA, tRNA and rRNA. We have already written it in your class work, so I am showing you in a ready-made form. सबसे पहले नाम लिख लो. mRNA is messenger RNA. It is template RNA. tRNA transfer soluble adapter molecule. rRNA is ribosomal RNA. Messenger RNA molecule transcribed from DNA to DNA of a gene. So we can here write down mRNA is transcribed on cistron. Mature mRNA translate into polymer of amino acid called protein. So RNA synthesis is transcription. Messenger RNA are transcribed on cistron. tRNA, rRNA are transcribed on structural genes which are part of the opera. tRNA, it helps in decoding message of RNA series into protein. As it is an adapter molecule, it can sense codon, anticodon and add specific amino acid. It is called cellular protein factory along with the ribosome, and it is part of the ribosome. mRNA carries fraction of DNA code to different parts of the cell for processing. mRNA का काम है कि DNA के एक जीन का एक पॉलीपेप्टाइड की इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोटीन में कन्वर्ट करना ये मैसेंजर आरएनए करता है. It is a small RNA molecule and is responsible for transferring amino acid in the cell cytoplasm to the protein factory, that is ribosome. rRNA, it forms the ribosome and serves as the structural or site of protein synthesis, structure of translation. mRNA, mostly single-stranded, linear, and with 5' end is having guanosine cap and 3' end it is having poly A tail. Structure of tRNA, it is clover leaf shape having 4 arms and ends of the 4 arm appear like a hairpin structure के बारे में ये बात कर रहे हैं. Then it is 3-dimensional appearance, is spherical in shape. It is a complicated thread-like structure present in the ribosome. The language of messenger RNA in a form of sequence of triplet successive nucleotides, that is called codons. Codons are complementary to codogene. So as to sense codon, anticodons are present on tRNA on anticodon loop. It is neither having codon nor anticodon. It is a structural component which help in keeping the mRNA in a proper orientation for the process of transcription, for the process of translation. Its size is approximately 4,400 to 12,000 nucleotides. Its size is around 76 to 90 as it is smallest tRNA, and it is of different sizes and separated on the basis of sedimentation constant. It is S5, 5S, 5.8S, 28S, okay, and its type changes in prokaryotes as well as eukaryotes. Okay, so ये differences mRNA के हैं. अब साइंटिस्ट के नाम लिखे जा सकते हैं, स्ट्रक्चरल के रिलेटेड और पॉइंट्स लिखे जा सकते हैं, और टीआरएनए के फंक्शन के लिए भी अलग अलग बातें लिखी जा सकती है. Okay, tRNA and ribosome are not actually involved in the process of translation. They are not dealing with the language, but mRNA is carrying information from DNA. ट्रांसफर आरएनए का काम यह है, पोस्टमैन की तरह, जो अमाइनो एसिड को पहचान के कोडॉन को रीड करके सीक्वेंस डिटरमाइन करेगा और राइबोसोम प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस के लिए जगह अवेलेबल करके देगा. राइट, इससे बेहतरीन डिफरेंसेस आपके क्लास वर्क में है, प्लीज गो थ्रू इट. So you must have completed with these differences. Now write down few additional. mRNA is transcribed on cistron. mRNA is transcribed on cistron. tRNA, rRNA are transcribed on structural gene. tRNA, rRNA are transcribed on structural gene. Remember the thing, you know the word opera. Opera is group of genes working together to regulate a complete act. To regulate a complete act. मतलब एक काम करने की पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए जो इंफॉर्मेशन जो काम करना है वो सब इंफॉर्मेशन ऑपेरा के पास होती है. प्रमोटर जीन, रेगुलेटर जीन, ऑपरेटर जीन, स्ट्रक्चरल जीन. So structural gene transcribe mRNA as well as the essential tRNAs, rRNAs are synthesized. Okay, so cistron transcribes mRNA and other part of the structural gene, other part of the coding strand of DNA are synthesizing the tRNA as well as rRNA. Okay, you can also say that exon have information to transcribe rRNA, mRNA, tRNA. Okay, all the three RNAs are transcribed. Okay, बहुत बुक में लिखा है mRNA, the process of formation of mRNA on DNA is called transcription. It's incomplete information. All the three RNAs are transcribed on DNA. Okay, you can write down mRNA is transcribed by RNA polymerase 2. tRNA is transcribed by RNA polymerase 3, and rRNA is transcribed by RNA polymerase 1. इसलिए हमने सीक्वेंस सीखा था RMT. Okay, rRNA, RNA polymerase 1, mRNA, RNA polymerase 2, and tRNA, RNA polymerase 3. 1, 2, 3 सीक्वेंस फॉलो किया था हमने. Okay, लिख लिया. Then mRNA are transcribed in nucleoplasm and work in cytoplasm. tRNA also transcribed in nucleoplasm, obviously in eukaryotes, work in cytoplasm and ribosome. tRNA cytoplasm में घूमता रहता है. Okay, and then it work as a carrier of amino acid from cytoplasm to ribosome. Okay, rRNA are transcribed in nucleoplasm and they are structural part of ribosome. They are present in ribosome. They are structurally present in ribosome. Okay, then mRNA is single stranded, so no pairing, doesn't follow Chargaff rule. Doesn't follow Chargaff rule, mRNA. tRNA regularly folded and in the stain जहां पे pairing है, in stain it follows Chargaff rule. Otherwise it is single stranded. Okay, so tRNA partly Chargaff rule follow करता है, partly नहीं करता है. Okay, rRNA is irregularly folded. rRNA is irregularly folded and follow Chargaff rule in the loop. Okay, दोनों को समझ लो. tRNA के लूप में Chargaff rule फॉलो नहीं होता और rRNA के लूप में Chargaff rule फॉलो होता है. So get this difference. Okay, इसका मेन काम है it carries message from DNA for the process of protein synthesis. Okay, mRNA के लिए और एक बात लिख सकते हो, it is a template for protein synthesis. It is actually regulating the sequence of amino acid. So RNA world के dominance में, okay, you know कि DNA का मैनेजर mRNA है, तो actual site of protein synthesis पे mRNA है. तो बायोटेक्नोलॉजी के प्रोसेस में mRNA को मैनेज करना, mRNA को मैनिपुलेट करना हमारे लिए आसान जाता है. सो mRNA से रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्शन से cDNA बनाना, mRNA को मॉडिफाई करके प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस को रेगुलेट करना, कैरेक्टर को रेगुलेट करना बायोटेक्नोलॉजी के अनुसार आसान है. So there we write down one line. Okay, there is one line in NCERT that we have to accept the dominance of RNA world as far as working of DNA, functioning of DNA is concerned. Right? Okay, so mRNA carries information from DNA to cytoplasm for protein synthesis. tRNA carries amino acid from cytoplasm to site of protein synthesis. And rRNA are structurally important, structural part of the ribosome, and it helps in keeping the mRNA properly oriented. It helps in keeping the mRNA properly oriented so that tRNA can read the codon with the help of anticodon. Okay, अब ये पूरी बातें प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस से रिलेटेड है. But now you know what is there in next protein synthesis, so here we can differentiate the thing. आपके क्लास वर्क में आपने आरएनए के डिफरेंसेस अगर लिखे हैं तो प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस के बाद मैंने आपको बोला था, because you know how it works and then you can compare in a proper way. Okay, so please write down the differences in a proper way. It will help you for clearing the MCQs and confusion. So we discussed about nucleic acids, its types, its function. Now, how it is actually working in gene regulation. So here, one of the most important process is the transcription, which is first step of protein synthesis, that is gene expression. मैंने आपको बोला कि डीएनए होना, जीन होना is one part, but वो जीन यूज करना, वो डीएनए का सेगमेंट यूज करना, राइट, वो स्ट्रक्चर को प्रैक्टिकली कैरेक्टर रेगुलेट करने के लिए एक्टिवेट करना इज अ डिफरेंट प्रोसेस एंड इट इज साइंटिफिकली कॉल्ड एज द जीन एक्सप्रेशन. Gene expression is completely under regulation of protein synthesis, or it involves the process of protein synthesis. Protein synthesis first step is transcription. Transcription is a process in which rRNA, mRNA, tRNA all are produced by using DNA as a template. And here 3 different enzymes are there. Okay, RMT के लिए RNA polymerase 1, RNA polymerase 2, RNA polymerase 3. But being messenger RNA is one of the important RNA which carries information from DNA for regulating the sequence of amino acid in the protein. Synthesis of mRNA is discussed in a proper way, right? So for the synthesis of mRNA on the cistron, on the gene part of the DNA, it is process of transcription which is involving these steps, right? First step is activation of ribonucleotides, as we have discussed it in the DNA replication. Second one is it requires DNA template. Third one, it requires base pairing. Fourth one, it requires chain formation. Fifth one is separation of the RNA from the template. Then duplex formation of the DNA. Complete process हो गया तो DNA फिर से duplex बना लेगा. And that is post transcriptional processes. Okay, heterogeneous nuclear mRNA जो बना है वो processing करता है, and that is called capping, tailing, splicing. Okay, so these are the steps of transcription, and this is the overall diagram of transcription in which this is double-stranded DNA which is acting as a template. See, this is 3' and this is 5'. Okay, now this bubble is total RNA polymerase enzyme which is made up of 5 different polypeptides. Now remember one very important thing. This RNA polymerase enzyme has capacity to elongate the chain addition of ribonucleotides and to elongate the chain of RNA only. But the same enzyme work for initiation, elongation as well as termination of the process. So how is it possible? ये एक ही जो RNA polymerase enzyme है, ये तीनों process ट्रांसक्रिप्शन इनिशिएट करना, ट्रांसक्रिप्शन कंटिन्यू करना और ट्रांसक्रिप्शन टर्मिनेट करना, ये क्यों करता है? क्योंकि इसके साथ जो कोफैक्टर्स होते हैं, ओके, सो आरएनए पॉलीमरेज इज अ 5 polypeptide chain complex holo enzyme. Cofactors are regulating its activity. Biomolecule याद करो, holo enzyme is equal to apoenzyme plus cofactors. And as the cofactors accompany the main enzyme, the activity of the enzyme goes on changing. So RNA polymerase plus sigma factor, initiation of transcription. RNA polymerase plus elongation factor, addition of ribonucleotides. It is called core enzyme, which protects the transcript as well as it causes elongation. It is called core enzyme. And the last one is RNA polymerase plus rho factor, which terminates the process of transcription. So this total bubble is RNA polymerase enzyme. Here the DNA is uncoiled. So first step, यहाँ पे ribonucleotides activate हो गए. Then DNA जो template double stranded था, उसका replication bubble जैसा structure बना. One strand will be acting as a template strand, other will not act. Okay, अब यहाँ पे भी आपको scientifically एक बात सुननी पड़ेगी, okay, ध्यान में रखनी पड़ेगी, is that both the strands are not having same sequence of nucleotide because 2 strands of DNA are complementary to each other. As they are complementary, okay, so यहाँ पे अगर adenine है तो यहाँ पे thymine होगा, यहाँ पे अगर guanine है तो यहाँ पे cytosine होगा. So DNA के template पे nucleotide का sequence अलग है, तो obviously उनको complementary बनके जो RNA बनेंगे वो दोनों स्ट्रैंड पे अलग आरएनए बनेंगे. तो अगर समझ लो ये स्ट्रैंड आरएनए बनाता है तो आरएनए के न्यूक्लियोटाइड का सीक्वेंस अलग होगा, ये दूसरा स्ट्रैंड बनाता है तो उसका सीक्वेंस अलग होगा. जनरली दोनों में से एक ही स्ट्रैंड पे टेम्पलेट पे ही आरएनए बनता है. अगर दोनों पे बनेगा तो वो एक दूसरे से अलग रहेगा. एंड वन मोर थिंग, इफ बोथ द स्ट्रैंड ट्रांसक्राइब 2 different RNAs, 2 different RNA will be complementary to each other. तो ये स्ट्रैंड पे ये आरएनए बनेगा, दूसरे स्ट्रैंड पे दूसरा बनेगा, दोनों कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री एक दूसरे को पेयर कर लिए, तो डबल स्ट्रैंडेड आरएनए ट्रांसलेशन के लिए फंक्शनली एक्टिव नहीं रहेगा. So when double-stranded DNA unwind, you get a replication bubble like single-stranded DNA. On that single strand, on the template only, RNA polymerase work, and by considering the complementarity rule, new ribonucleotides are added and the process continues with reference to new strand of RNA in 5:3 direction, and with reference to template, it proceeds in direction 3:5. So RNA polymerase also works in 5:3 direction, right? So this is total process started at one location, then elongation and ends. So this complete unit which is active for the process of transcription is called transcriptional unit. Okay, so this is introduction part. Let us go in detail. See, this is a modified diagram of transcription unit. It is there in NCERT, but it is a bit modified. यहाँ पे मैंने complementary nucleotide का sequence add किया है. Okay, so it is transcription unit on page number 108, 12th NCERT. See, this is total structure present on DNA which help in formation of mRNA, rRNA, tRNA. We use the word structural gene. Okay, we'll be talking mainly about mRNA. So see, this is double-stranded DNA where 3' and 5' and 5' and 3', right? So as the two strands are complementary and anti-parallel to each other, so blue one and green one are the two strands of the DNA oppositely oriented. Okay, now see, with reference to these two strands, the area where the process of transcription starts is the promoter region, and the area where the process of transcription ends is the termination. So this is promoter region, structural gene, and terminator. It's completely called as the transcription unit. As you know, with reference to template, the RNA polymerase start working at its 3' end. Template के अनुसार promoter के 3' end पे, right? So ये blue strand पे promoter यहाँ पे located है, right? So 3' end पे यहाँ पे start की information लिखी है, इसको बोलेंगे promoter region. Then it is the total information on blue strand related to mRNA synthesis, and with reference to this strand which is running in 3:5 direction, at 5' end the terminator is located, right? Okay, so see, 3' end पे transcription का process शुरू हो गया. यहाँ पे RNA polymerase bind होगा. Promoter is the location which is sensed by RNA polymerase and it gets bind to it and the process of transcription starts. Right? Okay, अब देखो यहाँ पे न्यूक्लियोटाइड का सीक्वेंस DNA पे, okay, TACGTA, exactly complementary to that will be on the complementary strand. Okay, right? Now listen. See, यहाँ पे अगर ट्रांसक्रिप्शन की प्रोसेस शुरू हो रही है तो complementary to T, the mRNA will be having here, complementary to T, it will be having A. Okay, complementary to A, it will be having U. Complementary to C, it will be having G. So initiation codon will be AUG on mRNA, which is complementary to the initiation codogen on DNA. So DNA के template के 3' end पे promoter region के बाद यहाँ पे initiation codogen होगा. Initiation codogen TAC को initiation codon complementary होगा. It will be AUG. It will be AUG. Right? And like that, complementary nucleotides will be continuously added on the sense strand. On the sense strand. Okay? अब यहाँ पे एक गड़बड़ है. By convention, okay, मैंने आपको ये बात बार बोली भी थी. By convention, जो स्ट्रैंड पे डीएनए के आरएनए बनता है उसको तो हम टेम्पलेट बोलेंगे ही. हाँ, वो सेंस भी होता है. तो क्या हम उसको सेंस स्ट्रैंड बोलेंगे? Okay? यहाँ पे एक बात हमको ध्यान में रखनी है that the mRNA which is transcribed over here will be similar to the green strand. It is complementary to the blue and similar to the green. Hence, it appears like the strand green as if it is sensing green strand. So, जो strand जैसा वो दिखता है लेकिन sense नहीं करता उसको हम बोलेंगे sense strand. That will be more clear with next diagram. See this. Purple color, double-stranded DNA. It is oriented 5:3. This is oriented 3:5. Now you know, with reference to the template, the process of transcription starts in 3:5 direction. With reference to RNA, it starts in 5:3 direction because RNA polymerase work in 5:3 direction. Okay, so template के 3' end पे ट्रांसक्रिप्शन की प्रोसेस शुरू हो गई. तो ऑब्वियसली 3' end पे यहाँ पे 5' end RNA का रहेगा, राइट. इनिशिएशन कोडोजिन TAC वहां पे होना चाहिए, राइट. तो फिर AUG आएगा. अब कॉम्प्लीमेंट्रिटी का रूल फॉलो होगा. तो 3:5 स्ट्रैंड पे, ये स्ट्रैंड पे mRNA बनेगा. तो कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री न्यूक्लियोटाइड TACG GC AU न्यूक्लियोटाइड ऐड हो गए. So on the template, complementary mRNA is synthesized in its own 5:3 direction. Okay, so ये mRNA template पे बन रहा है. इसको ये सेंस कर रहा है, ये स्ट्रैंड को mRNA सेंस कर रहा है, लेकिन इसको इससे कंपेयर करके देखो. न्यू mRNA को ये स्ट्रैंड को कंपेयर करके देखेंगे. सी AA GG CC. Only thing is that thymine is replaced by uracil. Again GG. Isn't it this strand of DNA which is running in 5:3 direction, which is not working as a template, is similar to this mRNA? Okay, so mRNA is similar to the non-template strand as if it is sensing it. So the non-template strand is called sense strand. जो स्ट्रैंड सेंस नहीं होता उसको बोलेंगे सेंस स्ट्रैंड. जो स्ट्रैंड पे mRNA नहीं बनता, जो स्ट्रैंड कोड नहीं होता उसको बोलेंगे कोडिंग स्ट्रैंड. और जिस पे वो कोड होता है, जिसको वो कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री है, उसको हम बोलेंगे एंटी सेंस और नॉन कोडिंग स्ट्रैंड. दिस कंफ्यूजन इज बाय कन्वेंशन वी आर कैरिंग. क्यों कैरी कर रहे हैं? बिकॉज mRNA looks like the non-template strand because of rule of complementarity. समझ रहे हो? Right? So the strand which is not sensed is sense strand. The strand which is sensed is antisense strand. The strand on which mRNA is not coded is called coding strand, and the strand on which it is coded is called non-coding strand. Right? Okay. अब देखो, ये स्ट्रैंड को अगर हम कंसीडर करते हैं तो प्रमोटर रीजन यहाँ पे होना चाहिए. ओके, टेम्पलेट के 3' end पे प्रमोटर होना चाहिए. लेकिन अब व्हाट इज द न्यू रूल? दैट एवरीथिंग विल बी विथ रेफरेंस टू द सेंस स्ट्रैंड. सो टेम्पलेट के 3' पे प्रमोटर है तो सेंस के 5' पे प्रमोटर होना चाहिए. वही तो लास्ट डायग्राम में हमने देखा. लेट अस सी इट अगेन. यस, see this one, right? So what we said, on 3:5 direction, okay, ये blue strand पे mRNA बनेगा in 3:5 direction, right? So 3' पे promoter region होना चाहिए template के, लेकिन हमने हमेशा rule बना के रखा है that all the direction will be with reference to the green, that is coding strand. Coding strand is the strand which is not coded. Okay, coding strand is also called sense strand. So हम ध्यान में रखेंगे कि with respect to coding strand, with respect to sense strand, the promoter is located at 5' end and the terminator is located at 3' end. There is one straight line in NCERT that the structural gene is flanked by promoter region and terminator region, right? Flanked by मतलब दोनों एंड पे क्या प्रेजेंट है. ठीक है, दोनों एंड पे कहाँ पे वो खत्म होता है. ओके, so structural gene is flanked by promoter from one side and terminator from other side. Okay, so template strand पे mRNA बनेगा. Template will transcribe mRNA, but the mRNA appear like a non-template strand. Hence, the non-template strand is called sense strand, coding strand. And with respect to sense strand and coding strand, all the directions are mentioned. Okay, so with respect to coding and sense strand, the promoter is located at 5' end and the terminator is located at its 3' end. This is the bottom line. यहाँ पे आप कंफ्यूज होते हो इसलिए 3-4 बार बोला है, अच्छे से ध्यान में रखो. See, this is the detailed diagram explaining everything we discussed up till now regarding transcriptional unit. Okay, देखो डायग्राम में हर चीज लिखी है. This is a double-stranded DNA. This strand is oriented 5:3. This strand is oriented 3:5. Obviously, on the 3:5 strand of DNA, mRNA is transcribed. So it is a transcript which is complementary to template. It is complementary to template. Look at this. 3' end, complementary rule, anti-parallel rule, 3' end, 5' end. 5' end of the template overlaps with 3' end of the primary transcript. Right? Then this total strand on which mRNA is transcribed has this one is the promoter region. Towards its 3' end, structural gene, terminator region towards template's 5' end. Right? तो जहां पे promoter है वहां पे initiation codon आएगा, जहां पे terminator है वहां पे termination codon आएगा mRNA पे. Okay, so this is the actual process happening. But the thing is, because mRNA appears like this strand, which is complementary to template. Look at the relation. mRNA is complementary to template, and this strand is complementary to template. So the strand which is not template and the mRNA are appearing similar. Hence, we considered the strand on which mRNA is not synthesized as a sense strand and the non-coding strand. Sense strand and the coding strand. Right? तो ये जो strand है जिसपे mRNA नहीं बनता, ये है sense strand, ये है coding strand जो template को complementary होता है. Right? Okay. So on this basis, what is decided? That all the directions will be with respect to the sense strand, the coding strand, which is not sensed for the formation of mRNA. So promoter region with reference to sense strand is towards 5' end. Terminator region is towards 3' end of the sense strand. This is total transcriptional unit. Now come to two words, upstream and downstream. Process of transcription starts at that point, that is upstream. It continues and end up at downstream. So obviously हर चीज अब sense strands के अनुसार होगी. तो sense strands के promoter that is 5' end पे upstream होगा. So MCQ can be towards which part of the sense strand the upstream part exists, right? Or upstream area consists of promoter at 5' end and downstream contain terminator at its 3' end. ये diagram के, okay, on the basis of this diagram, there can be 6 types of MCQs framed. How are they? Either they will talk about the direction. Okay, direction मतलब template के कौन से direction में mRNA synthesis होगा, sense के कौन से direction में mRNA synthesis होगा, mRNA खुद के कौन से direction में sense होगा. Okay, that will be on the basis of direction. Second can be on the basis of attachment of the enzyme. RNA polymerase will attach to 3' end of the template, right? And it will sense the terminator region, it will sense the promoter region, and the process of transcription starts at 3' end of the template. Okay, कौन से enzyme यहाँ पे involve होते हैं? They can ask you third type of question, that is rule of complementarity. They will give you the sequence of nucleotide on the template. They will ask about mRNA. They will give nucleotide sequence on mRNA. They will ask about template, or they will give you nucleotide sequence on the sense and ask the sequence of mRNA. So जब सेंस स्ट्रैंड का और mRNA का न्यूक्लियोटाइड का सीक्वेंस पूछा जाए तो सिंपल है, कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री का रूल फॉलो करना नहीं है, बिकॉज सेंस स्ट्रैंड एंड mRNA आर एग्जैक्टली सेम. सेंस स्ट्रैंड पे जहां पे थाइमीन है, सेंस स्ट्रैंड पे जहां पे थाइमीन है, सेंस स्ट्रैंड पे जहां पे थाइमीन है, वो जगह mRNA के यूरासिल रहेगा. अदर थिंग्स आर सेम, right? Okay, so the question can be framed on this, or they will ask you the movement of the enzyme. With respect to itself, enzyme will move in 5:3 direction. With respect to template, it will move in 3:5 direction. Okay, so अलग-अलग प्रकार के question ये region पे पूछे जाएंगे. On this basis, there is one more complete diagram which is reflecting genetic code. So what is genetic code? It is relation between DNA, RNA and the sequence of amino acid in the protein. This code language is called genetic code. Genetic code की शुरुआत यहाँ से होगी, that is transcriptional units. So genetic code will discuss. Prior to that, come to the process of transcription. This is again one diagram explaining total structure of mRNA on the basis of transcription. इस पे भी बहुत सारे MCQ पूछे जाते हैं. So look at that 5' end, it has guanosine cap. Then at 5' end, following the guanosine cap is UTR, right? ये region है जहाँ पे transcription नहीं होगा. The green is total structural part which starts with AUG codon and end up with termination codon. So green part is total structural gene. After green part, there is again the red colored second part of UTR, that is untranscribed region of the mRNA, and ultimately it end up with poly A tail. Poly A tail मतलब adenosine के multiple nitrogen bases वहाँ पे add होंगे. Addition of poly A tail doesn't require help of DNA. So ये टेलिंग के प्रोसेस में ऐड की गई है, टेम्पलेट की जरूरत नहीं है. तो एडिशन ऑफ पॉली ए टेल इज नॉट गाइडेड बाय टेम्पलेट. सो दिस इज वन मोर डायग्राम ऑफ फंक्शनल पार्ट एज वेल एज टोटल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ mRNA. नाउ द एक्चुअल प्रोसेस ऑफ ट्रांसक्रिप्शन. Transcription in synthesis of rRNA, mRNA, tRNA. Right now we are discussing transcription of mRNA because it is important messenger of DNA. Process of transcription occurs in eukaryote as well as prokaryotes. But you know, U means true. True karyotes have true nucleus. True cell has true nucleus. So as DNA is present in the nucleoplasm, DNA prepares its assistant manager, mRNA, all RNAs in the nucleus. But in prokaryotes, the DNA itself is present in the cytoplasm only. So the process of transcription occurs in cytoplasm in prokaryotes. तो यहाँ पे सिंपल सी ऐसी बात हम ध्यान में रखेंगे. यूकैरियोट में ट्रू न्यूक्लियस है तो DNA न्यूक्लियस के अंदर होगा. DNA का रेप्लिकेशन अकर इन द न्यूक्लियस, ट्रांसक्रिप्शन अकर इन द न्यूक्लियस, synthesis of rRNA, mRNA, tRNA occur in the nucleus. Processing of mRNA occur in the nucleus. Processed mRNA comes out and the further reaction occur in cytoplasm. ये पूरी process, replication of DNA, transcription of RNA, no processing required in prokaryotes, right? So prokaryote में ये सब process होता है, लेकिन cytoplasm में होता है. यूकैरियोट्स में यही सब process nucleoplasm में होगा. One more thing you are supposed to remember, in prokaryote, the DNA is mainly containing coded information, non-coded information is absent, right? So, अगर DNA के पास ही पूरी की पूरी काम की information है, तो obviously mRNA काम की information लिख के लेगा, okay? तो कट करके बेकाम की information निकालने के लिए उसके पास कुछ है ही नहीं, right? In prokaryote, the DNA doesn't have introns, so obviously intron absent, split genes absent. So in prokaryote, the entire coded information is given to mRNA and mRNA doesn't require processing. But in eukaryote, presence of intron is huge. Okay, intron एक्सॉन को प्रोटेक्ट करता है। ओके, यूकैरियोटिक सेल जेनेटिक मटेरियल के प्रोटेक्शन के लिए ज्यादा काम करता है, राइट, उसको स्टेबल रखने की कोशिश करता है। सो इन दैट प्रोसेस स्प्लिट जीन्स आर अबंडेंट इन यूकैरियोट्स। सो यूकैरियोट कोड फॉर इंट्रॉन एज वेल एज एक्सॉन। ओके, एमआरएनए पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन लिख लेगा, but it will go for process of splicing, and with the help of SNRs, with the help of ribozymes, spliceosomes, it will cut the intron part and join the exon part. Okay, so just now I am briefing that यही process prokaryote में होती है, यही process eukaryotes में भी होती है, बस थोड़े बदलाव है वो मैंने यहाँ पे आपको highlight किए। So you are having in your class work differentiate between transcription in prokaryote, transcription in eukaryotes, right? Okay, चाहे तो एक बार फिर से रिवर्स कर लो वीडियो और ये डिफरेंसेस पे ध्यान दो, या फिर ट्रांसक्रिप्शन पूरा खत्म होने के बाद एक बार फिर से ये रिवाइंड करके सुन लो, बिकॉज इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट, आप हमेशा भूलते हो ये बात। ठीक है ना, दिस इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ डीएनए रेप्लिकेशन लाइक ट्रांसक्रिप्शन। आई रिपीट, डीएनए रेप्लिकेशन में जो स्टेप्स हमने सीखे वही स्टेप्स यहाँ पे होते हैं आरएनए के बनाते वक्त। सो स्टेप्स फॉलोड बाय डीएनए फॉर रेप्लिकेशन एंड स्टेप्स फॉलोड बाय डीएनए फॉर आरएनए ट्रांसक्रिप्शन आर सिमिलर। फॉर दैट व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड? सिमिलैरिटीज बोल रही हूँ। बोथ द प्रोसेस रिक्वायर टेम्पलेट। फॉर डीएनए synthesis, DNA is the template. For RNA synthesis, DNA is the template. Both processes require enzymes, cofactors, ATP, right, and variety of other minerals and nutrients, right. Both require nucleotides, activation of nucleotides and enzymes which are required for polymerization. Both the processes with respect to new strand will continue in 5'3" direction. ओके, सो यही स्टेप जो हमने डीएनए के रेप्लिकेशन के टाइम सीखे थे वही स्टेप यहाँ पे फॉलो करने हैं। सो जस्ट इट इज रिवीजन फॉर यू, लिसन नाइसली। ड्यूरिंग डीएनए रेप्लिकेशन, एज ओरिजिन स्टार्ट्स द प्रोसेस ऑफ रेप्लिकेशन, हियर द प्रमोटर रीजन इज सेंस्ड बाय आरएनए पॉलीमरेज एंड विथ सिग्मा फैक्टर। देखिए, तो ये डबल स्ट्रैंडेड डीएनए है, सी 3' and 5' complementary strands, right, with opposite orientation. Okay, on the template, okay, here is a promoter region. Promoter region is towards 3' end of the template and 5' end of the sense strand. That will be sensed by the RNA polymerase enzyme in presence of sigma factor. As we said, RNA polymerase is a holoenzyme, conjugate enzyme. It is having variety of cofactors. Same enzyme catalyzes start, elongation and termination, but these factors are affected by which cofactors are helping the holoenzyme to work. Okay, यहाँ पे और एक एडिशनल बात आती है, प्रमोटर रीजन पे सिग्मा फैक्टर के साथ आरएनए पॉलीमरेज ने प्रोसेस शुरू कर दी, बट इट विल सेंस द TA बॉक्स, टाटा बॉक्स, प्रिबनाउ बॉक्स। नहीं है आपके बुक में, लेकिन ये एमसीक्यू आपको बार बार मिलेगा। सो जस्ट एक पॉइंट, स्टार पॉइंट लिख लो। एट प्रमोटर रीजन द टेम्पलेट स्ट्रैंड हैज 6 बेस पेयर ऑफ TA। प्रमोटर रीजन पे TA ऐसे न्यूक्लियोटाइड होते हैं, उसको टाटा बॉक्स बोलते हैं, राइट, दैट इज प्रिबनाउ बॉक्स, जहां पे ट्रांसक्रिप्शन की प्रोसेस इनिशिएट होगी। दैट्स इट, राइट। सो इट विल स्टार्ट हियर विद द हेल्प ऑफ सिग्मा फैक्टर। It will start here with the help of sigma factor, right, and it go on unwinding. अब देखो, जैसे ओरिजिन पे डीएनए कट हुआ, डीएनए ओपन अप हुआ, ओपन अप होने के बाद रेप्लिकेशन बबल जैसा प्रोसेस, और एंजाइम कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री न्यूक्लियोटाइड पढ़ते जाएगा और एक्टिवेटेड न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स यहाँ पे 1 by 1 कॉम्प्लीमेंट्रिटी के रूल से ऐड किए जाएंगे। So this RNA polymerase move in 5'3" direction of its own and 3'5" direction of the template. Okay, nucleotides activated, DNA is uncoiled, you get a replication bubble-like process, see, and activated nucleotides are added 1 by 1. ये जो nucleotide पहला add हुआ, इसका 5' end इधर रहेगा। Okay, so इफ यू रिमेंबर डीएनए रेप्लिकेशन मैंने बोला था यह है guanosine मोनोफॉस्फेट, guanosine डाइफॉस्फेट, guanosine ट्राइफॉस्फेट, राइट. दिस एक्टिवेटेड ट्राइफॉस्फेट विल कम हियर. ओके, इसका एक फॉस्फेट निकल जाएगा और ये इसके साथ ओके यहाँ पे आरएनए प्राइमर को जुड़ जाएगा. ओके, एंड देन कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री स्ट्रैंड डीएनए के साथ हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड से जुड़ जाएगा. फिर दूसरा न्यूक्लियोटाइड आएगा, ओल्ड स्ट्रैंड से फॉस्फोडाइस्टर बॉन्ड बनाएगा और डीएनए के साथ हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड बनाएगा. सो लाइक दैट द न्यू न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स आर गो ऑन एडिंग. न्यू न्यूक्लियोटाइड का 5' एंड यहाँ पे होगा. सो व्हेन द ट्रांसक्रिप्शन इज गोइंग ऑन, द फर्स्ट टीआरएनए the first nucleotide will be here and it will be towards its 5' end, and the chain is growing towards the 3' end of its own and 5' end of the template. Okay, sigma factor ने process initiate कर दी. Sigma factor will be released. Now for continuous elongation core enzyme is active. Again ये core शब्द आपके syllabus में नहीं है, but for initiation sigma, for elongation core and for termination rho factor. Okay, हो सके तो ध्यान में रखना या sigma और rho factor तो आपको समझ में आना चाहिए. Right? See, sigma factor is released here. Now core enzyme is working with it, and now the enzyme is proceeding. New nucleotides are continuously added, and the chain of RNA is elongating. Okay, so early position में छोटा chain रहेगा, फिर बड़ा, and ultimately as it reaches to terminator region, okay, which is towards 5' end of the template, rho factor will come and attach to RNA polymerase, and this RNA polymerase is now in presence of rho factor will release the primary transcript, that is heterogeneous nuclear mRNA in eukaryotes and the mRNA, functional mRNA in prokaryotes, and all the machinery which is working over here will start dissociating. जो सब इकट्ठा आके काम कर रहे थे वो अपने अपने जगह छोड़ के चले जाएंगे. डीएनए will again coil, it will bind with histone, right, and it will be again in partly coiled structure, and this mRNA in the nucleoplasm will undergo the process of processing in eukaryotes, but no processing is required in prokaryotes. Okay, so these are the enzymes and steps involved in the process of transcription. This mRNA in the nucleoplasm is now going for processing, capping, tailing, splicing in eukaryotes. See, in eukaryotes, as the gene is split gene. Split gene का मतलब समझ रहे हो? Split gene is the area present on a DNA because of presence of introns. The exon are split. काम की इंफॉर्मेशन एक्सॉन के बीच में, बेकाम की इंफॉर्मेशन इंट्रॉन का होना, इसकी वजह से टोटल काम की इंफॉर्मेशन जीन के बीच में जो नॉन कोडेड इंफॉर्मेशन आती है वो पूरे जीन को कोडेड, नॉन कोडेड, कोडेड, नॉन कोडेड, ऐसे पूरे जीन को हम स्प्लिट जीन बोलेंगे. बीइंग अ लॉयल असिस्टेंट, DNA gives information to its loyal assistant mRNA, and mRNA write down everything. This is heterogeneous nuclear mRNA which is having, right, this part intron and this part exon. So देखो, exon, intron, exon, intron, exon. This is what is a mRNA synthesized on the split gene. This mRNA will first take a step wearing a guanosine cap at its 5' end. It is methylated guanosine which is added at 5' end of the mRNA. Okay, first step of processing, capping. It occurs in nucleoplasm. Cap is mainly for attachment of mRNA to the smaller subunit of ribosome. After wearing a cap at 5' end, at 3' end, many adenine nucleotides are added. Many adenine nucleotides are added. It is not best on template. ये गाइड करने के लिए DNA template की जरूरत नहीं है. It is not template dependent process. So capping, then tailing, and the next step is this one, splicing. In splicing, what is the function? That the non-coded region has to be cut off. So see what happened here. ये जो non-coded region है वो कट हुए, स्लाइस हुए, और जो कोडेड इंफॉर्मेशन है जोड़ा गया, स्लाइस हुआ. Look at the two words, slice, to cut, slice, to be drawn. Right? So this part, non-coded information, right, are given out, and the mature RNA with all the coded information is produced. So here the processing involves capping, tailing, and splicing. Right? It is all enzyme-based reaction. Here the enzyme which are used for the process are the RNAs which are playing enzymatic role. RNA with the help of some ribosomes. Okay, so RNA जो कट करता है that is SNRP, SNURP, वो राइबोसोम के साथ काम करेगा स्प्लाइसोसोम. Okay, this to become functional enzyme to cut it, and sometimes ligase is required to attach the cut part, that is to splice. तो स्प्लाइस कट करना, स्प्लाइस जोड़ना और टोटल एक्सॉन जोड़ के फंक्शनल एमआरएनए बनाया जाएगा न्यूक्लियोप्लाज्म से, और ये फंक्शनल एमआरएनए न्यूक्लियर पोर से साइटोप्लाज्म में आएगा. इन साइटोप्लाज्म it accidentally makes the smaller subunit, and that is initiation of protein synthesis, that is translation. So let us look at the activity of SNRP ribozyme, which is causing the splicing. अब इसकी डिटेल इंफॉर्मेशन है नहीं, लेकिन क्यूरियोसिटी एंड important part. See this diagram. Here first is the HN mRNA, heterogeneous nuclear mRNA, with exon 1 yellow colored intron and exon 2. Exon 1 yellow colored intron and exon 2. So I'm talking about this exon 1 yellow color intron and exon 2. To this SNRPs are getting attached. Okay, and now it is forming this dome shaped structure. Right? ये जो पूरा येलो कलर का इंट्रॉन है, नॉन कोडेड रीजन है. Right? So this SNRP, SNRPS plus other proteins form spliceosome. SNRP are the RNAs, right, which are with other protein are forming the enzyme spliceosome. Formula लिख सकते हो आप. SNRP plus other proteins form spliceosome. Write down long form of SNRP. Small nuclear ribonucleoproteins. Small nuclear ribonucleoproteins. Along with some protein, they form spliceosome. So this combination of RNA and protein enzyme is active. It will cut this segment of intron, and with the help of ligase, these two purple introns are attached to each other. Okay, and spliceosome by using ATP has cut this part, and now it will be becoming non-functional, and enzymes are recycled as usual. Now this mRNA, which is having total working part exon 1 and exon 2 joined together, right? It is by RNA ligase enzyme, and it is ready for translation. Okay, so this one which is now attached is exotic mRNA. This diagram is really helpful for better understanding. I repeat one more time. For splicing, the enzyme useful is spliceosome. Spliceosome requires, a spliceosome is a combination of SNRNPS, SNRP plus other protein. SNRPS का long form है small nuclear ribonucleoprotein. Along with enzyme, along with ATP, spliceosome cut the intron, and for joining the two parts of the mRNA, that is exon 1, exon 2 are attached to each other by RNA ligase, and now the functional mRNA is ready for translation. It will go to cytoplasm, and there it will take help of ribosome, amino acid, transfer RNA, and translation, that is protein synthesis, will occur.